There's Porter on day one of construction. He's super nervous. Hi, Porter. We spent last night doing more packing. We're out in here in 2 days. So Thursday, it's Tuesday. Thursday, we move out of here. We don't have a lot of stuff. We've moved twice in 2 years. So the biggest thing is that the utility room won't really be touched very much. The biggest thing is the beer fridge is empty, which is very, very sad. Very sad. A lot of stuff is some stuff's gonna stay. The server rack will stay where it is and getting some improvements next year. We're selling the washer dryer. We're selling a bunch of stuff. We've already sold a couple of fridges, AC units, dehumidifiers, filtration systems. It's all getting replaced by mini splits. So, but yeah, all this stuff will be empty by Thursday morning. And then because this room here is gonna get lobbed off, we're gonna move all this framing to here. So our the beer room is going to basically be encapsulated by this post right there. So it's going to be a much smaller room. This area here, this is what's going to get cut out. So this is where the second bedroom is. That's dirt floor behind that little wall right there. It's where all of our mice come in. Like 3 a year. It's winter things in New England. We don't have an infestation, but either way, that's where all the mice come in. So we're gonna put a door here in the frost wall, and then have the other side that'll be a garage. Today we're gonna start something. I don't know what that's gonna be, but we have to dig all this back there and take that off. They're demoing this tomorrow. This room comes off tomorrow, Wednesday. And then the equipment will be on here. They're gonna basically, their plan is that they were going to dig down a foot to give me an extra ceiling height in the garage. They discussed it, and because they're gonna be replacing the entire driveway anyway, we're paying $13,500 to repave this. They're basically going to try to dig down a hole 6 inches to a foot. The whole driveway is going to drop down to the bottom of the foundation there, dig down, and then of course cut all this back, and then cut this off. So I'm going to move the truck, and then later on today I'm going to do a dump run. Oh, it's very exciting. That's the first dig right there. I was wondering how big that rock was. There goes the first load. First load going in. Oh, it's so exciting. So exciting. The rock wall is almost gone after 10 years. I was staring at it. Room gets taken off tomorrow, so I'm cleaning it up now and emptying it out. We're basically demolishing this room, and some more equipment just arrived. Come on. See the tractor?
I see it.
Yes, tractor. What do you think? Come on. Pulled out this huge rock right there for that big thing. Yeah, right, yeah. Here's the update. Day 2, the second bedroom is gone. Yeah, so looking up, they're gonna replace this wall too. All this wall's gonna be replaced, obviously, but looking up, Matilda's room, our room, and the garage there. There you go. We've gotten back that far. So we need to cut back another 6 feet up that hill there. And then we're gonna drop this oak tree, and gonna drop the other tree over there. And then we can start actually pouring or preparing for a pour. More stones coming in. So they were worried about this. They're worried about this ledge right here. They started to hit it. They are worried about this there. So we'll see. But basically, we need to cut back to that tree right there. So from here, another 4 feet. I say 4 feet. It's 4 feet and then going down to there. We're just doing them all right now. Make a pile. So, whatever. Amazing. They're starting to come back here and do some of these trees. Not the tops, but they're going to take some of these lower branches off that have failed. Woo! It's changed a lot. So we did, let's see, let's walk you through this here. I used to park right here and there was a little hill right there, come this way. So what we've done is we've taken this big machine and dug straight back. And as you remember, we're trying to get a 40-foot deep garage. So the house is going to be 30 feet, is the whole length of the house here. And we want to get 10 more feet, which we've gotten about 8 so far. We're going to basically go and dig out that maple clump right there and then cut straight down. So I mean, that's 20 feet of dirt right there. We had over here a birch, an oak, and a hemlock, and those have been dropped. We're not going to stump grind them, but basically, you know, as you can see here, we're just going to cut this straight back into that hill on both sides and just cut back, straight back on that way too. And then prepare the forms next week for pour of concrete. The variance I have from the town as far as the setback goes is 4 feet from my neighbor's line. So we're gonna, you know, put it right here and then backfill all that in once the concrete is done. They had to cut this back to get that established. They also, of course, ripped off my side bedroom that was here. Called it spray foam. This was an illegal addition that was done about 30 years ago, and they ripped that off. It hit the dump. It hit the scales at 3 tons, but they are going to dig down 2 feet, and they're going to try to. They're going to dig. All this is coming down a foot. So you can see over here, actually, what they're trying to do is they set the ready rock low back here. They're going to dig below the ready rock and then put in some base and then repave over this. And so what's going to happen is there's going to be a step up into my walkout basement. This will be down. We have some water ingress today. So we need a drip. They're going to put a drip edge, a drip line here, a diverter, a little diverter on the roof, and then drop that down there so no more water comes into my walkout basement is the plan. So with that said, all this gets pulled down a foot. This room, walkout basement, is 8.5-foot ceilings. They want to give me 9.5 to 10-foot ceilings here. So they're going to dig down even deeper here so I can drive into a garage with 9.5 to 10-foot ceilings for extra space. Once the garage door is up, I can still work on the car and lift it up in the air and stuff like that. So this front wall comes off and they raise the whole ceilings up 2 feet with a new truss system and new roof that spans the entire thing all the way across to be one set of one roof system. We also talked today about getting some stone veneer for out front to replace the stucco. So we're going to talk about that from a quoting standpoint, see if we can afford it. The Ready Rock is going to come here, like this, actually come right here, and do a full right angle and then go that way. We were going to do stairs down to the mailbox and then stairs down to here. We decided because the stairs were just going to be stairs and this was going to be just a slope, and we decided instead of have a slope, let's Ready Rock the entire thing, nix the stairs, and then from here down, the ground will slope to there. And then we'll have space to basically park 1-2 cars right here. But right now we only have space to park maybe one car, and it's kind of sitting close to the white line. So I don't want to mess with their gravel. My stake is right behind that white line right there in the silt fence. That white spray paint is my stake. And so they can only take the Ready Rock out to the stake. The rest has to slope down because that's New Hampshire property, DOT property. This will come down, this will be paving that meets the bottom of this rock here. Come up to here. And then where this stair ends, right here, that'll be where you step out onto the pavers. And the pavers will run, all the way out there, all the way over. We'll have to cover up this well somehow, but it's going to be, it's going to come up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit higher. So basically where that water edge there is, that water line right there is where it's going to come up to. You have to have 18 inches for code. All right, and then back here, of course, the pavers start over there, that yellow machine is, and they're gonna go all the way back about 36 feet back that way. And then we'll have this steps replaced with some kind of composite step that will be, maintenance free, essentially, steps from the Pt it is today. So that's basically week 1 updates right there. I mean, I think it's really kind of important to call out the fact that prior to this project, I couldn't see my neighbor's house. You can see the algae over there on her roof. I have the same thing on my roof. I had it on my spare bedroom for sure. It was all green algae because you had maple, hemlock, birch, and oak that were going up as high as those trees are right there. One of them was 125 feet in the sky, in the air. And, just to kind of put a bow on this design here, if you think about it, and the way this will be designed, is you see where this is here, this height is here. Well, it's going to continue out to, 4 feet from that fence. And so if you look at what this hill is, we're not taking the hill away, right? We are going to be, just so you know, we are going to be taking from my property line back there all the way to my property line over there and down here. We're going to take 6 inches off this. So it's going to be completely flat, 6 inches dropped, and totally flat, completely flat with new grass and loam, and grass seed. But see all this little waviness here, and then you can't see them, but basically from here where this rope is over to here will be a 12 by 16 tough shed that we're going to put back here for storage. And so what would have happened is Heather will have her soaking tub in the master bathroom, which goes right back here. And the soaking tub window will be 5 feet from the floor of the bathroom up to 7 feet. We're going to frost it, of course, but basically what she's going to see, and probably better I do it right on there, what she's going to see is the back of this hill from her tub.